We're about to dive into a story about a massive shift in artificial intelligence, and it all kicked off with one of the most, frankly, audacious tech deals of the entire year.
It all starts right here with this number, $2 billion. That's what Meta just dropped. Not on a shiny new headquarters, not on a massive data center, but on one single company.
And get this, the company they bought, it was only 8 months old. I mean, seriously, 8 months. A deal moving at that speed, for that much money, it's practically unheard of.
So that's the big mystery, right? What on earth did they really buy? What kind of technology could possibly be worth $2 billion when it's not even a year old? That's what we're going to unpack right now. Okay, so let's get into it. The company at the heart of all this is a startup based out of Singapore called Manus AI. And Meta's $2 billion check isn't just a big purchase. It's a massive, strategic bombshell dropped right in the middle of the AI race.
And just to give you some scale here, this is Meta's third largest acquisition ever. We're talking up there with giants like WhatsApp. This isn't a casual buy, it's a huge bet. It tells you Meta thinks this tech is absolutely essential for its future. So, to really get why they spent that much, we have to look at the tech itself. Because, let me tell you, this is not just about a better chatbot. We are literally watching the game change, a move from what we call the chatbot era to the new agent era.
So what is the agent era? Well, it's about AI that doesn't just talk to you or make a picture for you. We're talking about AI that can actually do things for you. It can handle complex, multi-step jobs all by itself. It's not just answering your questions anymore, it's doing your work.
And this right here, this shows you the difference perfectly. Think of the chatbots we know today, like ChatGPT or even Meta's own Llama. They're the brain, right? They can think, they can write, they can communicate. But Manus AI, that's the hands. It's the part that can actually take action and get things done in the digital world.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how does it do all this stuff safely? Well, Manus uses this really clever approach they call virtualization first. It's kind of like this. Every time you give it a task, the AI spins up a brand new, totally clean, secure little virtual computer in the cloud. A disposable workroom, if you will. It jumps in, does the job, browsing the web, writing code, whatever it needs to do, and then, once the task is finished, poof, the whole workroom just vanishes. No trace left behind. It's super secure.
And the speed of their success was just mind-blowing. They hit $100 million in annual recurring revenue in 8 months. 8 months. To put that into perspective, for most top-tier software companies, it takes them 3 to 5 years to get to that number. This wasn't just fast growth, it was a straight-up rocket launch.
And we're not talking about some small-scale experiment here. Before Meta even came calling, Manus had already processed an insane 147 trillion tokens. You can think of those as little pieces of information or words. And it had created 80 million of those secured disposable virtual computers for its users. The scale they were operating at was already massive. Okay, so this all leads back to Meta's grand strategy. Why were they willing to fork over $2 billion? Because this is about so much more than just giving their chatbots on Facebook and Instagram a little upgrade. Right, and here's the absolute key takeaway. Meta isn't just buying a smarter AI model. They're buying a new kind of digital labor. They're making a huge bet on a future where AI doesn't just help people do their jobs, but can actually replace them for a whole bunch of digital tasks. And with this acquisition, the entire puzzle clicks into place for Meta. Look at it. They've got Scale AI for the raw data to train the models. They have their own Llama models, that's the brain. And now with Manus, they have the hands, the final critical piece that actually does the work.
So what does this mean? It means Meta now owns the entire stack, from the raw data that feeds the AI all the way to the final completed task. That is a massive strategic advantage in this incredibly competitive AI race. But you know, this whole thing isn't just happening in a vacuum of tech and business deals. It's playing out on the world stage, and it has some serious geopolitical drama behind it.
I mean, look at this timeline. It's basically a geopolitical tightrope walk. It starts in Beijing, but then Manus AI makes this really strategic move to shift its headquarters to neutral territory in Singapore. Why? To get out from under the growing tech tensions between the US and China. And that move was absolutely critical. It's the reason a US company like Meta could even think about buying them. But the story's not over. Now China is launching its own investigation into the whole deal. And to even get this deal past US regulators, Meta had to make some huge promises. They had to agree to buy out every single one of the Chinese investors and completely shut down all of Manus AI's operations in China. They basically had to sever all ties with the company's birthplace.
So, okay, we've got a $2 billion price tag, a geopolitical chess match. But what does any of this actually mean for you? How is this super powerful agent AI going to change the apps you literally use every day?
All right, so let's do a quick recap. We've got $2 billion for an 8-month-old company that's hopped from Beijing to Singapore to Meta, all for this crazy autonomous AI agent tech. Now let's talk about what it can actually do for you.
Okay, this is the future Meta is racing to build. Picture this. You open up WhatsApp, and instead of just typing a message to your friend, you type something like, hey, plan a 3-day trip to Paris for me next month. Book the flights and hotel, keep it under $1,000, and then file the expense report for work. And the AI agent just does it. It goes out, finds the best deals, logs into the travel sites, uses your payment info to book everything, and fills out the paperwork, all from one single sentence in a chat.
That's where all of this is going. The line between telling a computer what to do and actually delegating real work to it, that line is about to completely blur. So it leaves us with a really interesting question. Once this technology is in your phone, what's the first annoying, complicated, or just plain boring task that you would give to your personal AI agent? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.